Now, if I'm a Jew and I'm coming to have a debate with a Christian, the odds are the Christian's not going to know about this because this is all Hebrew sources. I'm finding this by looking in the Hebrew texts. Certainly the average Christian pastor is never going to have heard this. And believe me, the rabbi's not going to bring this because it doesn't support his position.
Right.
And for me, this is the difference between what some people will do, which is debate, and what Keith and I do, and what you and I do, which is dialectic. Dialectic is we might not agree, but we're both trying to find the truth together. Mm-hmm. Right? We have the thesis and the antithesis, and together we can create a synthesis. And it might be that I'm wrong and you're right, or you're wrong and I'm right, or it might be we're both wrong, or maybe there's some truth in both of what we're saying, and together we can figure out what the truth is, or at least try to. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm about. I'm not trying to prove my position. I want to look at the sources and see what they say, and understand the Word of God in the original Hebrew language, history, and context.
I think that was a big realization when you turned and showed me the picture on your phone of Matthew and Yosef Avi Miriam. Mm-hmm. And I said, I've told many people since then, Nehemia didn't have to show that to me. He didn't have to give me this gem, this thing, the final pinnacle of the $10,000 question. He didn't have to do it because I never would have found it. I could have looked at George Howard the rest of my life and not found it because George Howard didn't have it in his version of the Hebrew Matthew.
Correct.
And so, to give that treasure, that was an absolute pearl. And that's why I'm so thankful for what you guys are doing, because I know that you're honest, that you just want to bring the truth. And we were just yesterday, chatting and, disagreeing with each other. I was bringing some other stuff and you were saying, well, I don't see a text for that. Oh, okay. That's fine. I'm just dropping this in here. For a consideration.
Well, and you have your perspective, and I respect that perspective. And I was pushing back and saying, I don't find it convincing, but I see where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm. And the same thing with Yosef Givra, Miriam.
Right.
You weren't convinced, but you didn't forget about it.
Right.
It was like 15, 18 years later, you found the manuscript. Wow, this is it.
Thank you for supporting Nehemia's Makor Hebrew Foundation. Learn more at nehemiaswall.com.